Okay, this is the ANZAC Dutch and French Turn 8. The Aussies have 14 IPCs to spend. They're going to buy a sub and a destroyer. The Aussies have one combat move to make. They're going to be attacking C-Zone 54 with all of their Navy from C-Zone 46. So that's a fully loaded carrier with 2 fighters, a cruiser, a destroyer, and a sub. The French actually have an attack to make in C-Zone 112. They're going to try and follow up with the unsuccessful Canadian attack. They're going to come in with a destroyer and a cruiser to see if they can take out that submarine. Okay, so let's roll some dice. Okay, this is the C-Zone 54 attack. The Australians are coming in with, well, New Zealand cruiser, the HMNZS Leander, 2 fighters from the HMAS Melbourne aircraft carrier, the HMAS K9 submarine, and the HMAS Vampire destroyer. The Japanese are defending with I-171 submarine. So 3 3s and 2 2s. Sub's dead. 1 hit. That's all they needed. And the sub misses, so the C-Zone is cleared and no Australian or New Zealand casualties. Okay, this is the attack on C-Zone 112. The French cruiser Colbert and the French destroyer La Droit are going up against the German submarine U-74. The Germans have elected not to scramble this time. So it's a 2 and a 3. Sub's dead. Sub gets to fire back. And misses. So the C-Zone is cleared. Okay, non-combat movement. The destroyer and the cruiser, the French destroyer and the cruiser in C-Zone 110 that didn't participate in the C-Zone 112 attack are going to go up and protect the Canadian transport in C-Zone 126. In Yugoslavia, the infantry, the French infantry that was there, is going to move into northern Italy and help with the defense. In the Pacific, the 2 Australian units that were on the French transport are going to get off in India. So that's a infantry and a mech infantry. The Australian infantry in Shan State is going to go into French Indochina. The Dutch anti-aircraft in Shan State is going to go into French Indochina. And the Dutch infantry and artillery that were in Shan State are going to hop onto the boat and go to the Celebes and drop off there. The only other non-combat movement is down in Australia. The infantry and artillery from New South Wales are going to move north into Queensland, and the transport from C-Zone 62 is going to move north into C-Zone 54. So we'll tidy this up. We'll come back with placement and money. Okay, placement of new units. New Australian destroyer and submarine in C-Zone 62. Aussies get 13 IPCs to spend. No changes in income since last turn. So, disposition of forces. Australia, C-Zone 62, sub-destroyer. C-Zone 54, sub-destroyer cruiser, fully loaded carrier with 2 fighters and transport. Queensland, 3 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 anti-aircraft, and of course 2 American infantry as well. Caroline Islands, 1 artillery. Formosa, 1 artillery. Hainan, 1 artillery. French Indochina, 1 infantry. Kwangtung, 2 infantry. India, 1 infantry, 1 mech infantry. So that's all the Australian units. Dutch units around the board. 1 transport in C-Zone 44. 1 infantry, 1 artillery in the Celebes, and 1 anti-aircraft artillery in French Indochina. French units in French Indochina, 2 infantry, 1 anti-aircraft, 1 transport in C-Zone 39, 1 infantry in northern Italy, 1 destroyer and 1 cruiser in C-Zone 112, and 1 destroyer and 1 cruiser in C-Zone 126. So that's the Aussie, French, and Dutch turn, or Aussie, Dutch, and French turn this turn, and we do need to turn the turn marker from 8 to 9. So turn 9, oh, that's not very, yeah. Turn 9 is going to start with the Germans next, although obviously we have to roll for the spy first, so let's see what happens at the beginning of turn 9.